Hi, this is Siddharth Shukla from Mirchi Plus और आज मेरे साथ है Nushrratt Bharuccha and Sreenivas Bellamkonda. I hope I've pronounced your name right. Yes. They are coming up with एकदम extra large scale film Chatrapathi. The title itself is it is what it is. So a very warm welcome to Mirchi Plus, guys.
Thank you.
So I want to start with you both actually. So this is how excited or nervous were you when you got to know you're stepping into something which was already attempted by Rajamouli sir?
I mean, of course, we know it's going to be challenging.
Yeah.
But we were ready to take that challenge because I love challenges, and same, my team also. We all like challenges, and I think it's a 2005 film. It's a Telugu film. I never thought I'm making a remake also. I thought I'm making a straight film.
Yeah.
And for the today's time, we have changed a lot.
Yeah.
And whatever is going to be relevant for today's time.
Yeah.
How people are going to receive it, let it be the designing of action, the audio, the color tone,
right.
let it be our outfits, our costumes, sab kuch, we have made sure that, if somebody comes to the theater and going to experience this film, they're going to have they watched today's time movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and that too masala entertainer. It's a typical proper theatrical film.
It's an entertainer, it's an entertaining film where you will forget whatever you're thinking in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody out now has so many pressures in their life,
Yeah.
and everybody has some other problem going on.
Yeah.
I think once you come into an auditorium, you wanted to forget all of that.
Right.
That is what entertainment is about.
Yeah.
That is what cinema makes you.
Right.
It makes you take into your new world. And whatever you're going through your life, I think you will absolutely forget and involve in the movie. Once you involve in the movie, it's going to be like an experience, and you will come out with great energy and give the best in your life too.
I must say the trailer is like that. When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, now I'm ready.
Exactly.
Nushrratt, you have been a part of, off late, and you're still working on powerful scripts and powerful movies that are led by female characters. What is it that you saw, what is that one factor in the script of Chatrapathi that, made you green light the project?
I've always been somebody who's been able to do both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm a very commercial girl at heart.
Yeah.
I'm a maasi girl at heart. I love my Bareli ke bazaars.
Yeah.
I love my chote peg. I love my dil choris. That for me is my enjoyment of watching myself on screen. So while I was doing these female-centric, really high drama films, I was also doing a Ram Setu, I was also doing a Selfie.
Yeah.
I was also looking at doing light-hearted masala commercial films also.
Right.
Chatrapathi was just another film like that. And of course, the fact that it became a pan-India film,
Yes.
and it's come from a world where we've had Bahubali and RRR and Pushpa, and they all come from there. And the fact that they wanted to have me in this film was an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed just being that light in their lives with singing and dancing and loving it. This is the आपने तो एक ही गाना देखा है.
Yeah.
बाकी 3 गाने भी बहुत amazing हैं यार. मतलब मुझे I think सबसे ज़्यादा मज़ा गानों के सेट पे आता है. किसी एक्टर को भी. I think we love shooting songs because it's high energy, sing, song, music, expression, lyrics. It's dhamal.
Because even the set also looks grand, right?
Yeah.
You want to be in somewhere grand. If you're
Yeah.
part of that grand things, no? I think any actor wanted to. That is ultimate goal.
Right. And the songs also look like you want to dance with them.
Yeah.
In theaters, people whistling and hooting and dancing. Amazing. Some high octane action scenes are also there. So, is there any training that you underwent, especially for this movie? I'm sure you are already trained in certain, I think, martial arts, if I'm not wrong. So, is there anything specific that you did for this movie?
I mean, no. Yes, I mean, I had to go into training again, let it be martial arts and anything, just to, again to loosen up, to get there, like how I used to be before. So, yeah, I mean, it was a regular process, but this action, we have designed it so well that, we were so planned and we have taken the needed precautions to give a great experience.
So how long did it take you to build that physique, that monstrous and huge physique that we see, at least in the trailer we saw?
I mean, it took 6 months, 6 to 7 months. But to maintain was a more bigger task, as there was COVID, there was second lockdown happening and third lockdown happening and all of that. So in that, in that jazz I have to maintain it, and I had to, while in the lunchtime also I used to stay mostly in my farm, and my friends used to have like huge spread, like huge Hyderabadi.
Yeah.
They used to relish on all these Hyderabadi dishes, and I can't eat anything, and I had to eat the food what I used to eat all the time.
Yeah.
And in lunchtime, imagine I used to go and sit in some other room and watch TV.
Oh God.
And once the lunch is done, then I used to go and again go back to,
Yeah.
chill with them.
I'm sure you also relish some Hyderabadi cuisine with them, right?
Yeah. Every day on lunch on set, I used to ask Sai, मैंने कहा भाई, what is the nice restaurant around? What can I order from? What can I eat? Because I was going for a short number of days shooting and coming back.
Right.
So those 3-4 days for me were a food festival. That I have to go eat something different for lunch, something different for dinner, something different for breakfast. And he would keep suggesting restaurants and menus to me. Order from here, order from this, try this, this is
And I
new.
made her try once the mutton biryani too.
Wow.
Oh my God, unreal.
Like, if I am not eating, let her enjoy,
Yeah, arey, totally.
I also eat. Depends on the schedule, no?
Okay, right. So, in the trailer, we also saw Bhagyashree ma'am, and especially the last shot in which she's, shooting at you. How, like, did you guys have a chat? कि पहले क्या होता था, अभी क्या होता है, or any, how was it working with her like, for both of you?
It was wonderful. I mean, I really had a great experience working with her. We had a lot of days. In fact, I had more working days with her than Nushrratt. Ma, we had a lot of working days. So I used to ask her how in 90s, how Hindi cinema used to work, how it used to be back in their times. And it was amazing, to hear all these stories.
Yeah.
It makes you think a lot, I feel.
Yeah.
It makes you like, I feel like we are in such a blessed and, good atmosphere right now, in a good space at least.
Yeah.
Back then it was very tough and challenging for them
Right.
when you compare to our generation.
Right. What about you, Nushrratt? You had any scenes with her?
I actually have no scenes with her. Last scene, but very short, right? The last shot.
Yeah.
It was just a family portrait. I've come into a family and blessed me too. End card. No, but it's amazing that even though I had no scenes with her and I didn't shoot with her, one of the days when, I think it was her last few days and my last few days, last leg of the film, she packed up and there were a lot of vanity vans parked outside and I was in mine and I didn't know who's on set and who's not.
Right.
And I think she found out that I'm here and this is probably the last day. She's walked into my vanity and I'm sitting and doing hair makeup. Somebody just knocks and comes in and I go, हाँ आने दो. And I say, Bhagyashree, I'm like, how have you come to my vanity? I said, wait, I have to come to you. She just came and sat with me.
That's so sweet.
And she just chatted with me for half an hour, 1 hour. I was just like, what?
ऐसा भी होता है.
And I've never met her before. She's only seen my films and I've seen her films and that's all we know of each other.
Yeah.
And she said, I wanted to come and chit-chat with you, talk to you. And she's actually picked up one film I've done and just talked to me about films.
Wow.
With nothing else. We were just chatting films for 1 hour.
Wow.
I think that was the sweetest ever and I will never forget that.
That's really sweet. We often hear, so okay, I'm talking from artists' perspective. People often talk about cross-pollination happening in the industries. What do you feel, as artists, what do you have to say on that, on the cross-pollination of actors in different industries, which is happening a lot, especially in the last few days? Also, what's the biggest difference that you found working here and down there?
Honestly, there's no difference really, apart from maybe the work ethics and timings and all of that. Apart from that, everybody's working for the love of cinema, the love of telling stories. Whichever language it is, whichever format it is, whichever world it belongs to, whether it's a world of Chatrapathi or Bahubali or Pushpa, or Pathan, like whichever world it belongs from, I think the point is that the films connect to audiences. And that they entertain us and they hit a certain emotional chord with us where you're just taken in by the film.
Yeah.
Lately, we are all being taken by a lot of cross-pollinated films, as you mentioned it.
Yeah.
A lot more. And I too feel also while we were in the lockdown, I think audiences opened up to a lot of cinema across the world.
Yeah.
It's not just about South films.
Yeah.
The OTT platform, I've sat and watched so many Israeli shows and Mexican shows and Spanish shows and Korean dramas, K-dramas have become a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you start
I've
one,
seen so many people here,
same.
talking about Korean dramas.
I love K-dramas.
The discussion is only about KDs.
Yeah.
What shows they are? How do you explain that?
Right,
You
right.
can't explain that.
Right.
It's a story and an emotion connects with you and you keep watching it. I don't understand the language. I'll keep reading subtitles.
Yeah.
I think in K-dramas, I don't remember people's faces because I'm only looking down.
Down.
You know, I don't know what they look like after a point. But the fact that cinema stories have such a vast connect, that you're going to see more of this.
Right.
For sure.
That's really amazing. Your director, V.V. Vinayak sir, I think he directed your first movie, debut movie there, and now Hindi debut. How does it make? Like, do you think it's all planned, written? How do you feel on that?
It feels great. Yeah. It feels like a blessing. I
Yeah.
swear I'm telling you this because while working my first film, I have learned a lot.
Yeah.
It was so much that I've learned from him. He used to tell me the importance of cinema and how you have to be on set. Because I was very young, I was 20 years when I started off my
Yeah.
career. And he used to tell me like how I have to behave. He used to tell me that never your costumes, don't ever you make a big fuss about them.
Yeah.
Because of that, film will never work. Because I used to be like that.
Right.
None of things will work. Film is, your acting, your emotions, that is only you target.
Yeah.
But first, initially, I didn't know all of this, right? Because I wanted to look my best. My first film, he used to tell me like a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things which I've learned from him.
Right.
And me again collaborating with him after like 8 years.
Yeah.
After 8 years, again we have collaborated. And that too for my Hindi debut.
First, yeah.
It felt a lot of nostalgic for me, at least in person, personally,
Right.
while working on this movie, because I had relived a lot of those moments. When I went back, it felt like this actually feels like my debut film for some reason, because he's my guru.
Right.
And I used to be on set like a guru only. Yes, yes, uncle, yes, uncle, yes, uncle. Okay, because and that is how I don't even call him like sir, because
Right.
he's that close to me as a person also. He is a very good family friend too.
Right. What about you, Nushrratt? Like, what is it is there something that you learned from him as a filmmaker? Like, if any three takeaways or one takeaway, if you can describe.
No, so everybody had told me who he is and what he's done and how many films he's done. And when you're from Bollywood and you can speak the person's language, you know that you'll be able to make some relationship with him.
Right.
दोस्ती यारी में बात करके आप कुछ तो rapport create कर लोगे. But Vinayak sir doesn't understand Hindi. He doesn't speak Hindi either. Very little English also. That I'm on set and he's sitting in front of me. I'm behind him. I'm the heroine of his film. I said, I don't know what to say and like what to do. Like, I was like, should I learn some Telugu lines just so that I can connect with him? I didn't know what to do. But he turned around, he saw me, sorry, hi. मैंने कहा, hi, said Nushrratt, ha. You okay? Okay, fine. मैंने कहा, हाँ. And from that day, he's had this smile every time he sees me,
Wow.
which is so warm. It's so nice that I actually go on set and I used to, after meeting Shree, I would be like, where's Vinayak sir? Just to smile at him and say, hi sir. And he'd be like, hi. There was no conversation, there was no language, it was only a smile. It was amazing.
Wow, the
He's
smile
superb.
worked. On that note, since you guys have worked together, I'm going to ask you quick chemistry questions, and not as chemistry, just maybe साथ में काम करते हो, what you guys got to know about each other.
Okay.
Right. So I'm sure you might have had some discussions about each other while working together.
Yeah.
So let's. I love his yeah. Okay. First thing, one quality about each other that you admire the most.
I think his laughter. He laughs pura dil khol ke.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Honest.
very infectious.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bad day or the joke is not funny, you'll still laugh out loud with him. Because his laughter is very genuine and very heartfelt. So that I really like.
One life.
Yeah.
Laugh as much.
Enjoy.
And I think her energy.
Right.
Yeah, I really like her energy, and she's also I think we got along. I think for the same reason. I think she also laughs a lot, and she's also full of life. See, that energy and all of that doesn't come out naturally. How much ever you will want to try.
Exactly.
It's not that from सुबह 8 बजे से शाम 8 बजे तक ऐसे हंसते रहो. You should genuinely be happy in life. You should see life in a particular way, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we both see in a particular way. Maybe that's why we have.
Yeah, true.
I think we are high on life.
Laughter was this icebreaker, I guess.
Yeah, right now at the trailer launch, everybody was on stage, his dad and all. He and I was sitting and we were just like nudging each other and laughing. And he said, aa gayi. She's
For me, at least, normally I'm even more better.
Yeah.
But when there is little camera, media, and I'm a little conscious actually.
Yeah.
I'm still, I don't know, that one thing, I can't speak so much. To be, I'm like, I'm at least try to, at least there's some people, it's easier. When there's a lot of people, right, when there's a lot of
get
gatherings,
conscious.
I get still, it feels like it's my first time I'm meeting so many people. But I've met more, I've met thousands of people,
Course.
thousands
Yeah.
of people there, there were so many events which turned up with a lot of people for me. But it still feels like, I can't handle it, I don't know why.
Do you guys remember each other's birthday?
Yeah.
one God.
What is it?
You know, he knows this because of the trailer launch. We just talked about birthday. He just upped it. But I know yours is in Jan.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Is this 26th Jan? No. Shit. 22nd? 21st Jan? I can't.
21st, 3.
23rd Jan.
No, 3rd.
It's 2
Jan
plus
3rd.
1, he said.
So
yeah.
my birthday is always post New Year's,
Oh.
so it's
Yeah.
easier.
It's a
so
carnival.
my birthday is basically my birthday finishes on December
Third.
31st only. No. Because Kabhi we will go on holiday. All my friends on 31st only.
Long
Today's your birthday.
carnival.
Today's happy birthday, mama. Happy birthday, New Year. This है. और 2 दिन की बात है. और 2 दिन
Okay.
है.
When is her birthday?
It's on May 9th. 10th.
17th.
17th.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, sorry.
So right after
17th.
release.
Yeah.
But they're telling before the release?
No.
No, okay.
Okay. Who's more foodie between the two of you?
Of course, I guess it has to be me.
No, it has to be me.
You.
We both are fighting for this. Just because you can eat more, but I love food more.
Maybe, but I've never seen her eating so much quantity.
I can't. How will I fit in the clothes?
She
That's hazard.
maybe she believes what you eat today is what you wear tomorrow.
Oh yeah. That's
Maybe
an
she
amazing
believes a
line,
lot.
huh?
True.
I used to follow it.
Wow.
Not now anymore.
Who takes more retakes?
More retakes.
Yes.
I don't think either of us take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, it's not us. It's
It's
Vinayak
a
sir.
director, yeah.
Okay, ma, ready, done, lock. Okay.
And I can't say anything. At least with other directors, I'll try to like. Other directors will get like, sir, you have given one of your best shots. Really? Come on, more. But Vinayak sir, it's like for me when Vinayak sir said no, it's like whatever he says is ultimate. That's it for me.
Yeah.
For me, it is like he's my guru also, right? For me, I can't do
Right.
anything.
First. So, who's a better dancer amongst the both of you?
Nushrratt. Of course.
I already said him. No, listen, he's a damn good dancer.
Yeah.
He's a my staff when you were shooting Window Thale and that step he does now like that and I'm in 6-inch heels and it's not going only. I said my pair will break. My staff has come and told me, listen, Shree is killing it. What are you doing? Kuch kar tu, thoda dance kar, thoda rehearsal kar. They are coming and telling me. I said, shut up. What is this rubbish? So he's a much better dancer, like 100%.
I think she's also a good dancer because of maybe her heels. They have a
Yeah.
lot of complications, I feel, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Heels,
have
heels.
wear one
Yeah.
t-shirt and wear a
and
denim
wear
and
sorted.
come and sorted. Wear a sneaker, no problem.
First film of each other.
First
Film of Nushrratt
He
and
might
first
not
film.
know my first.
Taj Mahal.
No, he did not. You know, he did in Telugu. He's a Bombay.
Yeah.
His was Vinayak sir's film, but I don't know the name. His Telugu film. The one he won, the Filmfare he won for.
Yeah.
Alludu Sinu.
Yeah.
Alladu Sinu.
Taj Mahal is technically correct. It's not Hindi, but
Yeah.
down south is the
Yeah.
first film, right?
Yeah.
So what is the first Hindi film?
My first Hindi
So what should I
film.
tell when if somebody asks
LSD.
you?
Love Sex and Dhokha,
Yeah.
right? I'm a-
Wikipedia tells LSD or Kal Kisne Dekha. I don't know.
No, LSD.
It's LSD, right?
Kal Kisne Dekha, I did a cameo.
Ah,
Can't
right.
call it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Shit. You are the one who is LSD, right?
Yeah, you didn't know I was in Love Sex with
No.
Dhokha? I was the first story, love story, they killed me.
I know, I remember now.
I love the way you describe it.
Hi.
No, because I watched the film, I really liked it back then, like that compact budget, how they made it. It was such an inspiring film.
Yep.
But I'm thinking Pyar Ka Panchnama 1,
Yeah,
2,
two.
Sonu Ke 2,
3 we are waiting
Dream
for.
Girl.
A
Yeah.
lot of shades I have.
Arey wow.
थोड़ा थोड़ा धीरे धीरे सब दिखता है.
So when did this film come? LSD, when, which
LSD
year?
was 2009. प्यार का
Oh my
पंचनामा
God,
was
that's what?
2010.
Yeah.
Wow.
Been a while. our friends.
Lastly, one word to describe each other. Okay, you can take 2-3 words.
Full of life.
Chatrapathi.
Wow, nice plug-in I have here.
Of course.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for joining Mirchi Plus, guys.
Thank you.
Any last message that you have for your fans? Also, people want to know what are you coming up with next. Chori 2, we are eagerly waiting for, and what next? I'm sure, I know you have multiple releases lining up, and same for you, Sri.
So first तो Chatrapathi is coming out on the 12th of May. That's what we're here for. ये थिएटर में आ रही है और बड़े पिक्चर की बड़ी फाड़ू फिल्म है.
Yeah.
तो आपको थिएटर ही जाना है देखने. So please आइए, and I hope we enjoy and entertain you just the way you would like.
We will.
We have, with our whole team with lot of love and effort, we have made Chatrapathi for all of you to give a great experience. Hope you all enjoy it in theatre and bless us. Thank you.
Thank you, amazing. Thank you for joining Mirchi Plus, guys.